So they said share a time in your life where you exhibited grit. Well, my 9-year-old son Braxton has Down syndrome, autism, and ADHD, and he is not potty trained. That's a lot of grit. So I know it sounds crazy. I mean, we've tried everything. We've worked with therapists, but so far nothing has worked. And you want to talk about grit? I've seen more than most parents should. So here I am, mom of a special needs child, and I'm thinking, hey, I should get grit bonus, grit bonus points for all that. But for all of our daily challenges. But as it turns out, according to the book at least, I'm not nearly as gritty as I thought I was. So, um, but that's something I can work on. So when we talk about grit, you hear words like passion and perseverance and, doing things that you love. So I wanted to share a quick story about one of the things I love the most, and that's surfing. So it was about 15 or 20 years ago. We went to surf a big swell up in Melbourne at a place called RC's, and it was big that day. It was double overhead, and it was pretty frightening. And of course, I didn't want to be one of the only people that chickened out. I was the only girl, and so I paddled out, and in just a couple of minutes, everyone that was with me was gone. And I'd been paddling for over an hour, and I was tired. My arms were exhausted, and a big set came, and it was probably the third wave of the set. I feel like I'm paddling straight up, and I wasn't sure I was going to make it. It was literally like looking off the side of a three-story building. It was pretty scary, but that wave, I paddled and dug as hard as I could, and when I got the lip of the nose of my board under that lip, I felt like I was going to go backwards, and all of a sudden, I felt something around my neck pulling me forward, which was just crazy. And when I came up, there was a guy, and his leash had gotten wrapped around my neck, and I was a little aggravated. I don't know where he came from, but he pretty much saved my life. And when I looked around to say something to him, he was gone. So that was pretty crazy. And I sat out there for about an hour, working up the nerve to drop into one of those waves. But eventually, I did, and I made it. And I probably ended up about a mile away from where we started, but I was alive. And, so I'm not really sure if that was grit or just plain stupidity, but especially because it required dispatching a guardian angel to my rescue. But I pushed through it and survived, and it was a pretty awesome experience.